somebody else gives a shtar. Shtar of the acherim and gufa mamoin. That's one option. Or people would say it's not the money in the end that does it, is the shtar in the beginning that does it. What's wrong with the shtar in the beginning do the shtar of the day? Two options. Or shtar of the day without money is not money because it's en gufay moment by Pidyon Aben, you need the gufay moment. Or it is gufay moment that the Ketores has a second side. But the reason why it doesn't work, a different reason. Because it was a debt before, so he didn't give something new. Those two slogas can exist in the Gemara. Again, the Gemara says that the reason why, when he does give the money, his son is not redeemed. Gzeira, people would say, Gzeira, that's the language of Ula. Gzeira shemoyomru poidim b'shtoris. People would say that you can redeem with shtar. In what way people would say you redeem with shtar? Two options. Rashi says, or they would say that shtar does it, and if shtar does it, even shtar chov da'acherim does it. And shtar chov da'acherim is no good because it's gufay. But this shtar itself is not a problem that would do it. Why? Because shtar chov da'acherim, it's moment, gufay moment. I didn't give anything. Was it dead before? No. Let's consider you wrote it. Although there was a shiabud in general, but you made a shiabud particular, and you wrote shtar chov da'acherim, it's a moment. Gzeir is atu shtar chov da'acherim. That's Rashi in Ksubis. And shtar chov da'acherim, I did give something, but it's not gufay moment. Somebody else owes me the debt, and I'm giving over what somebody else owes me, and I let go of it. So it's giving. I gave money, but I didn't give gufay moment. It was just a proof. But if I gave the shtar that I did give him in this case, Rashi's not bothered with that. That really would work midoraisa too, because it's gufay moment, and there's no problem if there's a debt before, and I didn't give something. In this case, I give something new. This is Rashi in Ksubis. Rashi in Bechorah says no. The gzeira, if I give the money later on, it doesn't work. Even people, gzeira, people say that the beginning shtar, this specific shtar, is the one that works, and it doesn't work midoraisa. Why? Two options. Or because shtar chov the day is like shtar chov da'acherim gufay mamoin. Or like the Tzoi says, it is gufay mamoin, but because it was a debt before previously, she didn't give something new. That's all. Capish? Now let's see it inside the Ketzos. Ketzos Siman Kuf Tzadik Sif Koton Vov. People have it? Siman Kuf Tzadik Koton Vov. V'iniach mashkon. Brings down the Perek Kamer Kiddushin Dafchet Amud Beis. Money ain't kan, mashkon ain't kan. There's no money, no mashkon. Yosef, there is AI translation. Translate for me in Hebrew, and I'll finish it in 2 minutes. There is no delaying it because I need time to read the English. This is not my language. I have to know. I give you now a contract in Hebrew.
Translate in English.
From English to Hebrew.
The Hebrew. Okay.
I just get the preliminary ideas and then we'll do it right away today.
Okay, perfect.
Peace.
Thank you.
Perek Kamer Kiddushin. Money ain't kan mashkon. Somebody tells a woman, I got a kodesh asleep with 100 zuz, and he doesn't give her 100 zuz, he just gives her a mashkon, and he gives her collateral. So the Gemara says, money ain't kan mashkon. Nothing here. The time of the mashkon ain't kan mevurish on barosh. The Rosh explains why there's no mashkon. The calls mashkon is chayiv gufo and ishtamru lechosov deino arevi. When there's no obligation of his body, there's no obligation of his assets. The mashkon is a collateral, is a guarantor of his obligation. The call the leikaloivid is no obligation of the lender. Leikol, there's no borrow. So when I just obligate myself with words, it's just words. I tell the woman, "Agam Mikodesh li b'mon 100 zuz," just with words. So there's no really loan, there's no action, just words. So there's no loan, there's no obligation. There's no obligation, there's no guarantor. Guarantor. Or even there is an obligation, you can have a guarantor, but there's no obligation, there's no guarantor. There's no meaning. You learn the same thing. ולשיטה זו קוראים תרושן תייסס. אם נוסן שטר חוב מהנה אפילו בלוי משכון ושטר חוב דידי אבל כמוי כסף. If somebody gives a shtar chov of himself, it's money. בין לקידושין בין לקרקע. Doesn't matter if it's kiddushin and kaka.
Every day.
Yes. Shtar chov, yes. No, it says it's kesef. Because we'll see in a second. Shita Saramban Varashmo argues. The Amash Koin Shaper Nikla. Even though I just obligated with words. And the Dolave Kamoy Kesef Kiddushin Karaka for a different reason. Came in the Rayotso Kesef Mirshusai. The money in Leva's domain. The Shus Moichet in the domain of the seller. The Isha, the woman. Vakati and Gabe is still attached to him. Velishitosam. That's the argument here, B'Yishleimer. According to the Ramban and Rashba, who are in the same law, Noisen Shtarchov Loyave Kesef. He gives the Shtarchov on money. The Kiddushin Mekaka. Why? It's not a lack of obligating yourself with words. Words can obligate yourself. The problem is a different problem. They didn't give anything for the kanka and for the woman. Because when I just obligate myself with words, a debt is something still in my domain, it's not good to me. I get a gabe. It's a giving but not taking out. It didn't come out of me. It maybe came to you, a new shiabud, but it didn't come out of me. Nothing came out of me. If I give somebody else,
not a receiving. You receive a shibud. That's called receiving.
I don't know, but it's definitely agide gabe. It's still definitely still attached to me.
Every star is a
The Leotzim Rishus, he didn't leave his domain.
Every star is a given
Shtarchov Dachim, he doesn't have a problem with that. Why? Because it left me and it entered him. But Shtarchov the day is still agide gabe, is still attached to him, but Leotzim Rishus, and he leave his domain. The Ayin Day Seilu Beven Ezeri Baramo Simon Chofres. The Ramo brings the Machloikes and Simon Chofres between Tosis Rosh against Ramban Rashi. Tosis Rosh hold that Shtarchov the day is money. The Ramban Rashba holds Shtarchov the day is not money for Kiddush and Karka. It's agide gabe. Capish? Attached. Agud, attached. What? Because the money's still in my pocket. Nothing came out of me. Just words. Words are cheap, they say in English. Cheap. Right, Rabbi Yoshua? Words are cheap. The wind can carry it. Okay. Vine. Yosef Truman. What about you? You have a paper? So come join us. Come join us.
Yes, sir.
You have a paper there? Show where we're holding. Come, Yosef.
Come.
We'll show you where we're holding. Ve'ina nire. Raya. He brings the Raya. I'm going over the Raya of the Ketzois. This is Rabbi Yosef. Rabbi Yosef, you online? So who made the voice?
I think it was Fisher.
Rabbi Fisher. Okay, good.
Reuven also online.
They're moving. How over is doing? 4 Shleimer for him.
He was here.
Ve'inei nire Raya. Behold, it looks, there's a proof. There's Shtarchov me'adim o kesef. He brings the Raya that Shtarchov helps or works like kesef. Modi seresh perikanoise and ksubis tavkuf beis amud aleph kosav lakoin shani chayav lo chames loim chayav iten lo chames loim. Somebody wrote to the coin, I owe you five slaim. He's obligated. Ubno eno podu, but his son is not redeemed. The Havimina was, according to Rabbi Tam, was a new chiyuv, so I didn't pay my chiyuv. I just paid my chiyuv, but not do it. I paid my new chiyuv, but not do with the chiyuv of Pinyan Ben. Askon is, no, it really is a chiyuv before, Shebu Doraisa. And because the Shiva Doraisa is not Podui, even when I pay the money, why not? The Rabbanon. The Gemara says, Amai, Omarulo, Dvar Torah no Podui Lechshi. From the Torah, his son is redeemed when I give the money. My time, what's the reason they said, Ein B'noi Podui, the son is not redeemed? Gzeira, a decree. Shema Yoimu, people might say, Poidim B'shtoris, you redeem with Shtor Zayin. So what the Gemara says, somebody wrote a star choiv the day to the Kohen, for the sake of redeeming the son. So even when I give the money from the Torah is redeemed, the Rabbon is not Gzeira. And from the Torah, his son is redeemed when he gives the money. Mashma, you can infer from this, Koidim Shitim before he gives. Vada no Podum, for sure is not redeemed. I feel from the Torah. Why? If Shtachov the day, it's Kesef. So I gave Kesef. והנה אם השתחוב דידה וכמו כסף, דבר תורי רבנוי פודו אפילו קונים שיטה.
The guy is also, he's a kid, not just.
Oh, she's asking, according to the Toises and Rosh, that it's kesef. Why is not B'nai no Podu only when he gives midoraisa? So they say here in the Bitucha Choisem, look, the Bitucha Aymin Chaschinuch, number 12 below. Aymin Chaschinuch shekotzen Rabbeinu Eile, veledidi en raya klal. According to me, I have no proof at all. The Shom, the Koine Be'ed Ba'ad Shtar, there he's acquiring for the sake of Shtar, with the sake of Shtar. V'noisen chiyuv chodosh olav. There by the Rar, Toises in the Rosh, Shtar Chov Didei, he's giving the woman or the land and the seller is he's selling the land for the sake of Shtar that he's giving a new chiyuv. That maybe by Kinyan Shtar Chov Didei, by Kinyan Isho and Ksod, it's money. Aval Kan Repidin Ben here redeeming of a son. Belavochim ishtab is a shia mudoraisa from before. Umikol mokom gzera zakot so glitin a coin is a decree has to give to the coin. In ken moisif koyach hashtar. What the power of the star adds here. The belavoch you have anyhow is obligated. Again, what was the guy of the Ktsois against the Tois and the Rosh? We see there from Ula only midoraisa only when he gives the money. Then it should work midoraisa when the Rabbana doesn't work zera to shtor chov dachet. But midoraisa shtar chov didei should work in the beginning. He didn't say.
You see, it's not like this.
Must be the shtar chov didei doesn't work.
You see, it's not like the taste.
Right? So comes the Chaschinu says, no, not true. There was a chiyuv from before, so I didn't give anything. No, right? So I'm answering this kash of the Amin Chaschinu. I'm answering the kash of Amin Chaschinu. That no, the Ktsois knew all that. But it depends on the Perush of Rashi. Two pshatim. According to the pshat, that the Gzeira is only shtachov the Acherim, but shtachov the day would work. There's no Gzeira. Why there's no Gzeira by shtachov the day? Only shtachov the man because it's gufay mamoy. It's money. And I don't care, there was a debt from before. So if people would say the money is not what? If people would say that the money that I gave is not what did it, the shtar did it, we'd have no problem. We don't ice it. He doesn't think, when he gives it to Tarachov, he's not thinking that this will be the Redeemer. Think about the money. When I give the money, he needs to give. When I give the money, Midorais is Podui. Why is not Podui in the beginning? It could be Podui, but it wasn't my kavanah. But we have a kavanah to point with the shtarchov. It's money, and it's Gufay Mamay. The only Gzeira Mula came out with shtarchov Dacheri, That ain't Guf HaMomoin. That's Shtarchov Didei. Will be good. And it should be like Kesef.
Why is it telling his kavana? It has to be telling what people understand, not his kavana.
No, what's the stomach? What is the stomach kavod of a person? When a person tells the coin, I owe you 5 shekel, and he doesn't say for the sake of his Pidyon Ben, but we understand his Pidyon Ben, and he gives a star, means I owe you the money. Now, when I give you the money, don't worry, I owe you the money. When I give you the money, retroactively, podu, maybe. But I'm going to give you the money. Without money, the coin is not satisfied with a promise. Maybe promise
So then it shouldn't work.
meaning of kinyonim is money, but I have to give the money. But when I give the money, could really retroactively, it says, chayv liten, ubnoim podui now. When I give the money, it will be podui when? Then, or retroactively. It's not the gimel was das. But, so mistome, the gimel was das, when you give me the money, I'm happy. That's what I want. I want the 5 shekels. Right? So I promise you and I give you. When I give, I have the gimel was das, and the podui. I gave you shtarchov, and shtarchov is kesef. So let it be that podui. Let it be podui. So the Minchas says, what do you mean? Cannot be podui in the beginning. Midoraisa. For a different reason. Because there was a debt from before. So I didn't give you nothing new. When I give a shtarchov didei, chodosh, so it's money. And when there's a debt before, it's not money. So I'm saying, no, the Ktsois wasn't bothered with that. The Ktsois says, why does shtarchov in the beginning didn't work? Must be, it's not money. Because if it is money, let it work. It's a debt from before. We don't have a problem with that. Because the Gzeir was not under this case. The Gzeir was on shtarchov da'achei. But shtarchov didei should be money. And let it be work now. Why the Gemara didn't say it works from the beginning?
Because he didn't want.
Again, let's make the order here. We have the Ktsois of Raya against Toisus and Erush. The Gemara says that even according to Ula, when he gives the money, he's podi midoraisa, gzeira of shtarchov. With the Rabban doesn't work. Midoraisa works when he gives the money. The question is, let it work in the beginning, because shtarchov it's money. That's the case. So the Minchas Chinuch answers, no, because it was a debt before. It's not shtarchov didei, which Toisus and Rosh speaks about. It's a shtarchov which with the shibud oraisa from before. So it's worse. It wasn't a real giving, and he gives something new. Not enough. So the Ktsois will answer no. I'm not bothered with that. I'm not bothered that there was a debt before. Why? Because the Gzeir of Ula was Gzeir of Atu Shtoris Dachei. The Regu V'Mamoin. But wasn't the Gzeira about this specific shtar. And yet, it doesn't work when I give the shtar. Only when I give the money later on. Why? Must be that it's not money. So if it's not money, so I have 2 reasons why I have now a new reason why it doesn't work. Gzeira atu shtor dachem or even ashtor didei. And one of the perushim of Rashi is atu shtor didei. That's what Rashi says. So email is Raya, according to the Pshat and Rashi, we have a Raya against Toises and the Rosh. Right? According to the Pshat and Rashi, that the Gzeira of Moshe, let's see for some time. According to Rashi in Bechoros, that when he gives the money, he's redeeming Doraisa. And is a Gzeira atu what? Atu shtarchov didei. That would say without money works. So what do we see? That the shtarchov didei, even without money, doesn't work in the beginning. Must be zen guvay mamayim. You can say another reason that there was a shiabu before, but he brings a raya that then guvay mamayim. You have an option. He's doichen on who told you the reason Guvamama, maybe the reason goes to Shibur from before. Okay? But still, the Ktsois has a raya lichoiro that the Pashas why the Shtachov did it, the only Gzeir of Shtachov Dacheim, and the Gzeir was that people would say that the money later on is not doing it, rather the Shtar in the beginning did it. Without money. What's wrong with Shtar in the beginning? That is en Guvamama, that's the Pashas. Or Shtachov Dacheim, or Shtachov Didei, both are the same reason, en Guvamama. He says, no, maybe because there was a debt before. You're right, could be. I'm not disagreeing on the Minchas Chinuch push-off, but the Raya of the Ktsois was based on that pshat. But if the Gzeir of Ula was, when I give the money, Midoraisa works, with the Rabban doesn't work out to Gzeir of Shtachov Dacheri, but Shtachov Didei will be good, so I have double good. I don't care there was a debt before, and I don't care there's not in Gufamom, it is Gufamom. What?
Start this moment. It should be Padum immediately. He didn't have the Kabbalah. That's what the Rishon said before.
The Gzeir was only, you have a car, one second. The Gzeir was only after Shtachov Dacheri, but Shtachov Didei wasn't the Gzeir, will be okay. Why? Because it wasn't his.
Why the Gemara didn't take that case, that it's a bigger Kiddush, and I said, Kol Sheker.
Okay, but we know, but the Gemara want to prove a case on the case of the Mishnah. So that's the case of the Mishnah. The case of the Mishnah is that his intention was to promise money, so he obligates to give him some money, and when he gives the money, Midorai says, "Podim the Rabban is not." He says, I want to give you money, I'll obligate myself to give money of Pidyon Haben. When I give you the money of Pidyon Haben, Midoraisa should be Podu, even the Rabbanon, we say no, because people would say that the beginning did it. Or, two options. Or the beginning did it, or Gzeir of Teshtachov Dachei. Right, two options. Two Pshat and Rashi. So, the Ktsois is saying, I'll bring you a proof that Shtachov Didei was no Havamina that would work even if the Gzeir had to Shtachov Didei. Yet it wouldn't work in the beginning, only in the end. Must be that Shtachov is not money.
But according to the opinion that it's money.
Yes.
So why when I wrote a star and I say, and if I have a shekel, you think the logical is that he want to pay later. The stama, it's the person, if it's worth money, okay, take this, whatever is faster for you. I don't care, I want both things. The faster that it works, I pay my debt.
Yeah, but it could be people don't have smichus das. When I buy something and I promise, people wait for the money, not for the promise. Unless you specify that, that's what we agreed. If you don't specify, most people think about the money, not the promises. What happened if I just give you the promise as a debt itself will be the kinyan and they're just a debt? Maybe it would work. Shtachov Didei, they hold its money. Again. So the Ktsois brought a raya that since the Gemara says it's a Gzeira when he gives later on the money, Gzeira after Shtorois, Shtachov Didei, but the Shtachov Didei yet would work. Must be, it's not kesef. What? Yes. Who says, Umiu Efshal. The shiny pigeon came in the about his torch and pointing moem because not Guva Momoy. He can wadin, Shtachov Didei Nami and pointing Mishum Dola be Guva Momoy. Not only Shtachov Dacherim is in Guva Momoy, even Shtachov Didei. So the Gzeir is not on Atu Shtachov Dacherim. And Shtachov Didei also works. Even it is not Guva Momoy. When I say Atu Gzeira, Atu Shtoros, which Shtoros? Goes on both. Shtachov Dachei, Shtachov Didei. Someone says, it's not money. He says, no. Shtachov Dachei is not money because it's Guva Momoy. And Shtachov Didei is also in Guva Momoy. Again, So the raya was, what was the raya? Was the chiyah? What was the kasha? The raya was that if the gzeira, when he gives the money, atu shtoros, gzeira shum repoim shtoros, which shtoros? All shtoros. Shtachov the acherim, shtachov didei. Shtachov the acherim is en guva mamay. And shtachov didei, why not? If it's kesef, let it work. Must be that even shtachov didei is not kesef. Shtachov the acherim, it is kesef. But en guva mamay. Shtachov didei is not kesef. So that's why the Gzeir is either all stories. All stories are good. Like the first shot in Rashi in the Bechoros. What? Not like Toises. The Gzeir was are to all stories. Tachov the Acherim for reason Gumoin. Tachov the day because it's not money. Says no. Could be is Atu Gzeir of all stories. But the same reason. Tachov the Acherim in Gumoin. Tachov the is Gumoin. Says no, maybe. Maybe not. El akato ishchan es tachov da acherim the point why the machine go from hamoy. Shun de ne koine ashtarchov el da raya vo ashtarchov. Aber ashtarchov it is guf. The mechayim atzov is nicht tabel shtabe guf hamoy. I was sat the gemara. Like the inam yav Rashi. The gzera was only ashtarchov da acherim. And ashtarchov the day would work with the raisa because it's guf hamoy. It's a debt from before. We don't care about the day because I gave something. Like the second pshat of Rashi. Like Rashi in Ksubis, the Gzeir was only Shtoros Dachein. The Chol Day really would work.
Just we don't care. It's just that the mice, the peula that he's making of writing the star now, it's enough to make certain schayus now.
Again?
We say just that we don't care the shimon before, or we say that because he's doing a peula.
Because the peula, yes. That's why you don't care before, yes. It isn't a significant kiddushin in Gargans. Again. So really, the Ktsois wasn't involved in the Gemara. The Shmuel Lozovsky is against the Kasha Ktsois. If the Ktsois in the end says, Ashachov did it's Momoin, so why it doesn't work for Pinyin Ben? The Kasha comes back. He wasn't bothered with that. Because the only Raya was according to one Pshat. According to the Pshat, that the Gzeira was an old story, Shtachov the Acherim Guvoin. Shtachov the day, it doesn't work because it's not money. Says no, could be Shtachov the Acherim, they both are not money. And that's what the Gzeira is, old stories. Says no, maybe Shtachov the Acherim is not money. Shtachov the is money, so you have to learn the Gemara different. The Gzeira only has Shtachov the Acherim. Shtachov the is Gufa Momoin. Why it doesn't work? What doesn't work? It does work. It does work. The Gzeira Gzeira Shtachov the Acherim, or it doesn't work for a different reason. Even as Guma because it was a debt from before. But the Gzeira was not involved in the Gemara. What? That's what it says. The suffix of the Ktsois still exists even though we have a Gemara. Even though the Gemara says, En Poidim, that when he gives a Shtachov Didei, it doesn't work now, and he works later on. There's no Kash and Avin and Maskon of the Ktsois. Because the Avin, I mean, they're both, the Avin is that it doesn't work, it's not Kesef. And then there's three stages. Or because Tachov is not Kesef, or because Tachov Didei is Shvei Kesef, but it's Ed Gufay Mamoin, or Tachov Didei is Kesef and it's Gufay Kesef. Gufay Mamoin, yet it doesn't work. No, yet it works. I think Gemara says it's not Podu right now, because the Kavanah. But it really is Gufay Mamoin, or it wasn't his Kavanah, or because it was a debt from before. That's how it works. That's Chovni Day is Guva when it works. Which means not involved at the Gemara there is nothing to do with the suffix of the Ktsois. According to each side of the Ktsois, you learn the Gemara different. There's not a Kasha against it. The only problem is the Ktsois didn't speak all about it. He wasn't involved in the Perushim of Rashi. Two Pshatim. And that's why it's a little bit hard. But that's what you have to say, Pshat and Ktsois. Okay. We'll stop here. We'll do it today. B'ezrat Hashem with the Shir. Rabbi Hanania ben Akash Yoimer. רוצה הקדוש ברוך הוא לזכס ישראל. לפיכך, עיר בהם תלמיד שנאמר לחופץ למען צדקו דרום יאדיר. גדל ויסקדי שמאיר רבו, לא מאוד יברוך מפרוסי ויאליך מפרוסי. היי נכון יגרם נכון וחלקו בית ישראל. ועד לא בזמן קוראים יבוא אומר. אין שמי רבו בועד ואומר אומר יבוא המשתמע וישמע וישמע ויצלצל וזלום ויצלם ויצלום. שרי נגול שוב בריחו, לילה מקום מקום שעושה לך רצונה מקום באומו, אמן. על ישראל ועל רבנון ועל תלמידי יום ועל תלמידי יום ועל כל מה בעוסקים מאורייך, וסכם מישהו עליהם וכל עזר ועשה, יהי לאון חון שלמה רב, הולכינו וחיסדו ורחמים, חי להליך ולנו מרובו, כל המקום שלו יאמר רבו, אמן. יהי שלמה רבו מן שמי וקיים עלינו, הכל יזרמו, אמן. יעשה שלמה ויעשה ורחמו, שלמה עלינו, הכל יזרמו, אמן.
תסתכל, לא לגמור את תואר. לא לגמור את תואר. היום שופרי? קצת פייסטיש. מה השעה פה של שופרי? מה השעה? אנחנו גמורים. אז אין לנו סיכוי, טוב? נתחיל לגמור ב-12:01.
מה נשמע כל זה?
לא. אני באתי לשאול.
האם אנשים לחוץ? אנשים באים 10 מהם לחוץ.
מה הסוגיה?
שאנחנו עומדים
אם זה מספר לגדול חוף. הוא קשר מוחבר.
כן, זה מוחבר. יודעים מה קורה
לא, נכנסו נפלא, כל אחד יש הסיפור שלו.
היה פתחנו
איך היה? כן, איך היה?
עשינו כאלו